Well, Joe, it definitely seemed like a worthwhile exercise tonight.
No, very good. Firstly, thanks to Cirencester and John Bruff for putting it on for us. As we both said, coming off the pitch, much better than a training session. So I thought they were good as well. I thought they were really organised. I thought they pressed us really well, which is what you want. You don't want a team that's not able to deal with you tactically. So credit to John and to his team. I think they got a nice little team there. So they made it difficult for us. Always nice that we keep a clean sheet. It's the first time for pre-season. That's something we need to do. We also know we're very disjointed. Listen, we've got midfielders playing at left back. Thanks to Brian for lending us the two lads as well. But I'm having a look at both of them. I thought they'd done terrific, both James and Callum as well, especially. I thought he looks really assured as a defender. Natural left foot as well. So, yeah, enjoyed watching him. And for us, we got some minutes out of Omar. He's a bit disappointed with himself, but that's the first minutes he's had, first time on the ball for a long time. And of course, a big bonus is Ryan Clark for 45 minutes. He's still got to manage his knee. We know where he's at with it, but you can see, when free kicks are coming in, his strong starting positions. It's very aggressive. He'll come and take it all day long, and it's very clean when it's going to come. And I thought his kicking actually was very good as well, into right areas. I thought first half first 25 minutes we didn't keep the ball well enough. I thought we were a bit too direct too early. Didn't trust the first pass. But then second half, I thought some of our movement, some of our patterns was excellent. Maybe should have scored a few more. We had a couple of glorious chances actually first half. Cody would have scored on another day. Fletcher would have scored on another day. Tom might have with a header as well, and then another bit of brilliance has won us a game, isn't it? I mean, he looks some signing, Elliot. I mean, I don't get too excited about it, but he's a natural left-footed player, which we've been after for a long time. Can play on the right, the left, and you can see from his technique. I mean, there's a moment here, second half, where he balled it down on a Cruyff turn and got his shot away, which was just brilliant quality. His goal, he slowed the defence down, and once he struck it, it's in all day long. So. And he's got 90 minutes under his belt as well. So, yeah, lots of positives come from the game. Lots also to improve on. But I can't fault their effort and application because it's a disjointed backline at the moment, and that's a bit that's probably affecting us in regards of when we start our attacks.
What was the reason that you sort of swapped between a back three and back four? Was that planned before we did it fairly early, I suppose?
I just felt as if the game needed to change it. I didn't think we were good enough in our shape. I felt as if we needed to do something and change it, and often a change of shape changes the flow of the game, and I thought it did. I think it worked quite well for us. I also wanted to see young Callum at left back instead of left centre back. He can play both of those roles, and we had the personnel to go and do it. So yeah, and in the end I'm forcing changes because I don't want anyone else to get injured. The bad news is Tom Richards looks like he's done his hamstring tonight. He's never had a muscle injury ever, so we are battling a little bit with bodies, and that's concerning because we've only got a couple of weeks now going into August the 14th. So we'll have to count them up, and hopefully Ben Guerin, as I said, he's on a strengthening programme. He'll be back for next Tuesday, and the other ones who have benefited tonight, obviously Eddie Jones comes out of his isolation tomorrow. Just couldn't take him out tonight. He'll have to come in and get up to speed, along with the other ones who are not quite there at the moment.
Yeah, it must make it all the more encouraging, the fact that you've had to reshuffle so many defenders out injured and you managed to keep a shutout against a team that were averaging about 3 goals a game last season.
Yeah, and you can see why. Like I said, they're a threat. The big lap up the top wins a lot of balls, wins a lot of flick-ons. Very well organised side. I didn't expect anything less from John's team. So, yeah, always a good test. Like I said, if we put on a training session tonight, it wouldn't replicate anything like that. And the intensity they pressed us, the intensity in when they tried to play, when they got the ball, the physical aspects of the game, you just won't get that in training. So massive bonus, massive benefit. And we got a free weekend this weekend. We got our open day, so the lads will benefit from it. Like I said, my job now is over the course of the next 2 weeks is to square pegs, square holes, rather than round pegs and square holes, because that's where we are at the moment. It's a little bit disjointed. Really happy with some of it. The midfield-ish and up the top, we can adjust to anything around there, and they look a threat. But the back line is something I'm going to have to get sorted. Massive bonus that we got a goalkeeper back, I have to say. He sets everything off for us around the back, and looks assured, looks confident, and looks aggressive. And he'll benefit from that as well.
You've had to make so many changes on the pitch, been really busy with that, and so many off the pitch as well. Can you fill us in on what the changes have been there as well?
I don't know if
I've got time.
Yeah, so Mark Harrison's left us, goalkeeping coach. He's gone back out to Africa as we speak. He's flying now. He's got a job out in Africa. He worked there prior to us, and an opportunity came up, he just couldn't turn it down. So he's gone off. Toby Wellington and Steve Locker both left us, the medical team. Steve has left us for personal reasons, and Toby likewise. So we've replaced them, and we've got a familiar face back in the camp. It's Lee Williams, so delighted. I met Lee. He's come with new energy and vigour. great expertise. He's going to be a massive addition to us. So he's come in. That's quite smooth transition because he knows a lot of us. He knows how I work, which is important. So a lot of clarity there. He'll be joined by someone else yet to be named, someone who I spoke to the other day and Lee's met as well, make sure they're comfortable working together. So that'll be a 2-team. And then I've got Steve booking tonight, who I've known. I played with Steve over 30 years ago at Western-super-Mare. We won the league in the Great Mills Western League. Got to drop that in. He's familiar face to a lot of people. He knows Jim, knows a load of people, knows Lee. And obviously I know him also from Cheltenham Town. He's a legend at Cheltenham and left there in the summer. You can't get anything better than Steve Book to come and replace it. A really good character as well, full of energy. I love him. He's full of energy, full of enthusiasm. Not a done deal, but I need to speak to him over the course of the next couple of days. He's coming tonight and filled in, but I'll speak to him in the next couple of days, see if we can get him in as well, because he'd be a great addition to the staff.
You've got 5 days off until your next game. You had an open training session on Saturday, a chance to meet the fans, and not sure whether many of them will be able to attend the Swansea game next week, depending on regulations and things like that. But what type of game on the pitch are you expecting from that one?
Well, I think we'll have long spells without possession. They'll be a possession-based team. They tend to have small, physical, when I mean physical, really stocky, strong players that are very dynamic in the ilk of Tom Smith. So they'll move the ball with a purpose. They'll move it with speed. They'll be directing their 1v1s at times as well. So yeah, it'll be a good exercise for us. We're going into their training ground under lights. I know the 23s manager. I played with him at Cheltenham, Christian O'Leary. So he's doing it as a favour for me. We're getting a coach over, so we're getting ourselves familiarised with coach travel again. It's just little things like that, really. So it's almost like preparation for an away day, like we would have in the league. So I was conscious I wanted to do something like that, so we don't go into that cold. So they'll have to have their food on the coach, as you know. We got cookers and all sorts on there. So a good night Tuesday, but it's got to be done properly. I'm just hoping we get some bodies back and we can put out a team which resembles what it's going to look like on August the 14th.